Okay, it's another lovely day to get in on the sports buffet. I miss my studio. I miss my console. I miss the sound of music in my ear. I miss all that, but I've got a job to do here in Abuja. I've got to do it. So, good morning, guys. Good morning, every one of you who's out there watching live. Whether you're watching live on YouTube or on Instagram, Kaz, you came early today. Yeah, I got some. I'm really tired. I didn't do my diary section last night. So after the Nigeria versus Guinea-Conakry game that ended 0-0, the under 23s, uh, my former teammates, Chikelu Ilionose, saw me and invited me to go out with him, and he took me to War College where we went to go and eat big fish. Big fish, like big fish, well grilled, well barbecued fish with ukwobi, goat meat ukwobi. First time I'm seeing that one, and a whole lot. And by the time I came back, it was around 1 a.m. this morning. I was tired. I was knocked out. I said, Diary can't wait. Diary can't wait. So let me sleep. That's how I slept off. Oh. I just enter shower, bath, come outside. That's how I sleep. So how you guys doing? I mean, Mesut Ozil have retired. Italian fans are preparing for 2,500 England fans that have flew out of England to Italy. And so when I was reading that story, let me tell you what came to my mind. When I was reading that story, the first thought of my head was, is it possible to ever get to the stage where 2,500 Nigerian fans will travel to go and watch a game? I'm not talking of supporters club. Oh. I'm not talking of supporters club. I'm talking of regular, everyday fans. 2,500 will travel. Let's say Nigeria is playing against Ghana. Will travel from Nigeria to Ghana, or against South Africa, will travel from Nigeria to South Africa. Yeah, the normal excuse of to get visa, blah, 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 would come in. But do we even have the people who have the willingness to do that? You know, because we don't even do it when our clubs are playing on the continent. Well, my voice is struggling. You guys have to bear with me. That's why, I just couldn't stop the show. Like, okay, let me rest it and not do the show. I don't have that luxury because I already missed that on last night diary section. Would have been a great one anyway. But I have fun. And thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos we put out. I think the good thing about traveling for the Super Eagles, anytime the Super Eagles are preparing for a game, is the fact that it takes our numbers up on the channel, and both in views, in comments, and in subscribers. So let me give you a good example. We are 11,209 right now. Before I left Lagos, we are just gone into 11,000. We're 11,036. By the time the first day, by Monday evening, we are gone to 11,111. Now it's 11,209. So we made a whole lot of progress on that front. So let's look at comment, for instance. Views, for instance. We have over 10,000 for the content we did that have no voice, no interview, just popping in and out. And some people are just there on the comment section talking things that they don't know. Popping in and out in the faces of the players, just showing you the players that are around, their kits, the boots they wear, their earpod, the number of their holes, and some other people have different ideas about it. That's their own. That one has got over 10,000 views with 79 comments as at right now. May have gone past that anyway. I don't know. As at the last time I checked. Okay. No, let me refresh the page again and then go back. Okay, still 79 comments. The one with some of the players, the first one we uploaded, I've gotten 1,000 plus with 29 comments. Then the one that have Samuel Chukwueze, I mean, that guy is funny. Samuel Chukwueze and a host of other players. Also, I've got to pass the 2,000 mark. So imagine if the Super Eagles are coming to camp like all the time and I'm able to fund it. But this trip is expensive. I'm broke. I don't have money again. Who have money? Who love me enough? When I say money, I'm broke. I'm owing this hotel. Thank God for Chikelu. Chikelu Leone said that took me out yesterday. God, now I for sleep or empty belly. But guys, I'm really broke. I'm broke. This trip is freaking expensive. Yeah, I had to book my return flight yesterday with all the money in my account. So it's crazy. But channel wise, okay, like they say, you make sacrifice, make progress. Channel wise, it's been worth every penny spent. So this trip is, from my calculation, is about $500,000 naira. The cost of this trip is about $500,000 naira. Okay. Did we make that money? No. But what we made, because on YouTube there are tangible and intangible, right? The subscribers, you can't put a price tag to it because they will continue to give you views. The views that you already get here is more than expected. Well, we are falling so low to the 200 and 300 views on a regular basis. Between Tuesday and now, we've racked up almost 15,000 views. And between you and me, the similar video that I'm uploading now, that's almost ready before this live broadcast is over, would shine out a whole lot more numbers again. So by the time we're done, and I'm not sure I have any other video to bring up again, but I just go and enjoy my match. I was supposed to have a sit down with the NFF president, but the man is very busy preparing for so many matches. The under 23 game, the under 17s, the under 20s, then the Super Eagles. There's a whole lot on his plate. So it's not possible for us to have a talk. Having said that, though, I think I've had like some fantastic moments that means that I would decide the Super Eagles comes to camp again. Would I come again? Yes, I would. I'll raise money again and I'll come because it is worth the while. It's worth it. And it was nice meeting the players, especially those new ones. And I don't know why Nigerians are complaining anyway that they invited those young boys. What's the big deal with the invitation of those young boys? What do you really expect? You don't want them to be invited to the camp? Well, I've had fun, I've had real fun and I'm enjoying myself. So let's come back to you guys. The major, talking point is about Mesut Ozil. As Mesut Ozil retired from football, let's mention some of his unforgettable moments from the beautiful game, as well as wish the Super Eagles of Nigeria well as they play Guinea-Bissau tomorrow in Abuja. So that's the center of the conversation. Whatever it is you want to say should stay within that space. Yeah, every other thing can come later. Emmanuel Sebastian have also landed Lagos yesterday. Abuja yesterday. So we're probably going to see each other later today, and then we'll take it up from there. Probably we'll come to my hotel. It's around the same area that I'm in. I leave my hotel. I want to go to so let me give you guys my itinerary for today. I want to go to the NFF office today. I've not been there since. I've been to the stadium many times, but I've not been to the NFF office. So I'm going to the NFF office today. And then I would, when I leave the NFF office, I would go to, so there's a guy who have some broadcast equipment in Abuja. I've been hearing about him. I need to go check them up so that in case I have games in the north for the league to produce, I might not need to move equipment from Lagos. Rather, I move equipment from Abuja. I just call them to put equipment together for us, and it will come meet me wherever I'm doing, whether it's in Gombe, it's in Jos, Kano, Kaduna, wherever it is. So I'll go see that later on. And then if there is if the Super Eagles training is an open training tonight, I will go and check. If the Guinea training too is an open training, I will go and check, just go and see them, and then come back to my hotel. rest. Tomorrow, no work. Tomorrow, I'm not doing any work, no video, nothing. Just go quietly, watch the Super Eagles game in the evening. The match is 5 p.m. And then after the game, maybe, I don't know, go to the Super Eagles hotel. Depends on the result. But I'm hoping that the result is going to be good. Players have been in good mood. They've been like really, really professional in their behavior, in the way they've turned out and everything. I would, on that front, decide, okay, let me go to their hotel and, celebrate with them and then wish them safe trip for the away game as I'm not traveling with them to Guinea-Bissau. And then I'll come back to my hotel, sleep, get my bags back. Almost ready anyway. My bag is almost ready. And then Saturday morning, pack my bag. I think my flight is 1 o'clock. I have 1 o'clock value jet flight. Pack my bags 10 a.m., 10 or 11 a.m. I would leave for the airport. So let's talk. How's it been with you? How's it been in Lagos? Wherever you are watching, and US, anywhere in the world you're watching us from. How has it been for you? What's it? What's your story? What's your situation? That's my own story. I've given you my story, my G's. So let's talk. It's not just about football, but you could talk about your Mesut Ozil moment. You could also say prayer or good wishes for the Super Eagles. What you expect? Okay, that's my talking point for tomorrow. What are your expectations for the Super Eagles? That's going to be for tomorrow. But just lay it out there. Let's see. Let me go to Instagram and see what you guys have got to say on Instagram. Kaz, you're supposed to reach out to me. I didn't hear from you anymore. Oz, how are you? Oz, Oz, if I come back to Lagos, we'll go visit. So we're supposed to sit down. It's something I want to do, but I need to talk to you and Usman on it. Okay? And then Waidi Akoni. Step Money, good morning, Elegbete. Have you been to our Super Eagles camp over there? I'm sad our Oyibo wall is not around, sir. Whether I've been to the Super Eagles camp. You don't follow my YouTube channel at all. Because this question says you don't. Step Money too, he said if they give us visa, we will travel, sir. Travel to go watch match. I'll be travel to run. Travel to run or travel to go watch match. Which one? Kaz, say good morning, my oga. Your voice don't really go. Did you Ozil had a better performance in Arsenal or at Madrid? Madrid. That's Madrid. He had better performance at Madrid. The Premier League just have more media presence than the La Liga, but I mean Ozil was incredible at Madrid. But he did well at Arsenal anyway. His later days wasn't good, but man, gave us some good moments, some beautiful moments, and all that. Olalu Abamdele say, what's your take on the U23 team yesterday? They were not that good, but not 100% bad as some people are saying. There is still a chance for them to go through. The return leg is not going to be played in Guinea-Conakry. It's going to be played in the neutral ground, Morocco or Tunisia. So there's a chance of them going through. The best player was the one that was red carded of the team. I think I don't know if the coaches really had the time to put the team together. People were really, I think that there is a lot of, I don't know if it is football that is causing it to, but I think Nigerians have really become very negative about their team lately. The way people were reacting when the game ended and they were walking out, you would have thought that they paid 1 million naira for gate fee. But hey, you can't fault anybody for getting angry after a drawn game. But I don't see it like that. I see it differently. I think that the coaches, didn't have all the time in this world to put the team together properly, to work their magic, and they need time. And then who says we can't go away and win? Okay, yeah, we want to win at home all the time, but I still think that I'll give the team a benefit of the doubt, and I think that they can come through eventually. Until they get knocked out, I don't think I can be very, very hard on the team. I'll wait for the return leg because all the ones that people are complaining, if they go away and they win, say they win 2-0, they go through, you forget about it. Before we went to Atlanta in 1996, remember we lost to Kenya, and everybody say, Nigeria is finished. Nothing good will happen for that team. Why not to win the Olympics? These things happen, right? Okay, Step Manik, he said travel to watch match, but I go run after. I know that's the plan. The original plan is to run to Jackpot. Let me go to YouTube. Oh, since Instagram people are not talking today, maybe YouTube people will talk. God's will Obukomena Wire says, Mingwa bros, you need the enjoyment. Chop life before life chop you. Am I really enjoying? I'm not really enjoying, but okay, so you know that my life, my work is always a vacation. Like the way I work is like I'm always on vacation. What I mean by that is I'm not a 9 to 5 guy, but I'm also a guy who works 48 hours in a 24-hour day. By that I mean I'm a sit-at-home dad. I'm a content creator. I write script for sports movies, documentaries. So even when it feels like okay, it should be resting, right? I should be resting. I shouldn't be how do I put it now? I shouldn't be doing anything. There is always one thing that I will still, find myself doing. It's very crazy and unpredictable sometimes. And then sometimes it's just calm. Okay. It's just calm. And like in this case, it feels like, oh, you've gone to Abuja for enjoyment, but it's work. There's plenty of work going on while I'm in Abuja and also coordinating what is going on in Lagos. So it's not like, oh, you just go to Abuja. Vacation is you sit down, you go to the beach, you go to cinema. I've not gone to cinema since I came here. I've not even watched Netflix. As I like Netflix rich, I've not sat down to watch Netflix. The only thing I've enjoyed is music every time I'm around. Okay. Other than that, it's work. So it's not really enjoyment per se, but I'm happy at the growth because the purpose of my traveling is okay, let me test the water. Let me see if I do something like this. Would it affect the numbers? How would it affect the numbers of my channel? And I've seen it. So it's worth it. Next time, hey, precious, I can cite you, ISA. So for me, that is very key because as a YouTuber, there is no template, like there's no clear-cut template of what you should do. I look at the videos that I posted, and you see the ones that are interviews, they're not generating the comment that you need. And this is the proof, the thing that I keep telling people. Sometimes on social media, it is stupid things that really get the conversation, the engagement. Put an interview there. Nobody's engaging with it. Did a video, no talk, no comment, no question, just popping in and out on people's faces. That was just an experiment. Like, okay, let me experiment this. And it's over 10,000 views already. And it's you sit down, you're thinking, what do people want? But again, as a content creator, your job is to do for people what they need, not what you really think is right. And it's crazy, but hey, I really want to do something for people and them get engaged in it. And I like that. Okay, because now that we now have a studio in the UK, and I will have a UK studio. I also had to talk to some of the players. We have a studio in UK, blah blah blah. And someone like, okay, I will not let strangers come into my house. If you come to the UK and you bring them with you, I would open the doors for you and whoever comes with you. But just to bring in strangers into my house and my space, I'm not gonna let that happen. I said, okay, no problem. Now I'm trying to raise the money that I will use to go to UK later in the year, right? Maybe next season, later in the year, like August, September, that period, and see how it goes, with the studio in the UK and talk to the people. But we also have people who say, okay, no problem. If I mean, when you're ready, just let me know, call me, I'll tell you my free time, and then we schedule, make sure people work with time, and I'm fine with it. So the trip have been a success on that front. On the numbers front, it's been a success. On the content front, it's been a success. On the engagement front, it's been a success. So it's big for me. I'm happy. I could go back now and say, that's money well spent. That's not money wasted. It's money well spent, and I'm happy about it. Right? Let me take this one from Pressure. I say, good morning, Godfather. Thank you very much. All right. Alalu Abamidele says, I hope you were able to make the right connections with Nigerian English-based players as planned. Yes, I did, and eventually the fruits will show as we progress. It's a good to know. Olalo Abamidele. Oluwa, Odunira Rebele Koike, the Emperor, say good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Divine Toke say good morning, boss. It's sort of sad to see Ozil retire this way and now. For me, it was the best number 10 I watched after Zidane. I wish him the very best for life after football. I wish him the best as well. That guy is a fantastic player. Umaru say good morning. Divine Toke say I love the spirit in camp despite the shady environment that I've had to prepare in. And Divine Toke say today is my birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you, Divine Toke. Wonderful day. Wishing you all the very best in life. And I hope that you get to fulfill your destiny and purpose in life. May God bless you with great health, provide wealth for you, and keep you in peace with joy and happiness. Gospel of Bukamena says, did you see the under 23 match? Tell us what you think about the team. I've said my piece about it already. Odunu Rebele say Ozil Lega can destroy. I so much love his game. His passes are so much timing, 100% fire. Umaru Henry said that is solo goal for Arsenal in the Champions League was it for me. Oduni Remeleko says even though his time with the club didn't end well, we love him and we'll never forget him regardless. Me too. I think I love him. That's a fantastic guy. The end was not that good, was not that beautiful, but it cannot take away, cannot eliminate all of the good that comes with the Ozil brand. And I think I love him the same way too. You guys love him. The Alara just say Ozil, my guy. I love his personality. It would be called great. It would be called great for me for his effort in football. Looking at his career, Divine Token say, "Elevated TV radio will only get bigger." I believe it's all of with all of my heart. Divine Token say, "Amen, boss. Thank you, sir. God bless you guys for wishing us well as well. I appreciate it and I love it." So let's journey through Instagram. You guys are not talking to the show. Everybody seems to be quiet. Is it quiet this Thursday, right? Is it quiet Thursday morning or what? Because everybody seems to be low key, not talking, just looking and observing what this parrot is talking about, what this talkative is talking about. But hey, let's talk because that's what this sports buffet is all about. We get involved, we talk, we get excited, and we grinding top talking points to make the show exciting. If not, we'll just end up, quitting even before the end time of the show, which is not what we need. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone that is subscribing. The additional subscribers that we're getting, appreciate it. 11,212 right now. That's a very fantastic number. That makes you feel excited and feel happy that there's progress in what you're doing. Okay, so we're also, finding our our network was spreading wide, was spreading out as well. Met some guys who came with the Guinea Conakry team, and I was amazed at them saying that they followed the Nigerian Ghana game on my channel. I was shocked. They're diplomats anyway. That's like, see, they know what I do. I was like, really? People from French speaking countries also know what I do. That was, for me, was beautiful. It was a good moment anyway for me. And I like it. They just walk up to me, they recognize me. So you're the guy with the YouTube channel, right? I say, yes. What did I do again? I don't offend again. Because in this Abuja, there is also the flip side where, some people working with the minister, like, you're the one that's always attacking our boss, right? And then the minister is you're the one that's always attacking the minister. You don't have respect to. was like, I don't understand what you're saying, man. Get the fuck out of my sight. That's just me anyway. And I move on. And then, this one. People have so many things. Like sometimes I wonder if I'm the guy that people are talking about, because people have so many opinion and impression about me, who I am, who I really am, and who I am not. So sometimes I get lost in the, oh, you are this, you are that. It's crazy, but hey, how do you do it? Dami Links, he said, good morning, Legwete One. I had the coach has suspended Finidi and Ike Sheromo. How true is this? That is a lie. You heard wrongly. The coach first have not suspended them. They don't have a contract with the NFF, and the NFF does not have money. So what the NFF have done is cut to size, reduce the number of backroom staff, and say, okay, we cannot afford this number of coaches anymore. Let's reduce it so that we can work with a smaller number. That is what they have done. They did not cut, the coach did not do anything. Let people stop peddling rumor that doesn't work. Olaluwa Bamidele say, judging by the Eagles training, do you think we can nick the match on Friday? Yes, from what I've seen, the hunger, it's exactly a year now since we did not qualify for the World Cup in this stadium, right? So these players want to prove a point. These players, have something in mind, right? It's exactly a year now. Next week we'll make it a year anyway. Next week we'll make it a year. It's exactly a year now that we didn't qualify. So everybody is, putting all hands on deck to make sure we qualify. And I think they are ready to go. The attack for me is good. We don't have the Yibo wall anymore. We miss them, but the guys that we have, I think they are good as well. And the midfield will just have to survive. I don't know who is going to play, Frank Onyeka or Wilfred Didi, but whoever plays, they've got my support. They've got to work and work and work and see what comes out of it. But I keep my fingers crossed. I am not underrating the Guinean side. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, they walk over, we'll run over them. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that I think we would win. I believe in the Super Eagles enough to say we would win. Cars underscore 347, he said, Ramadan, no make us to talk this morning. Oh, that's true. Oh, apologies to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Happy Ramadan. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It didn't even cross my mind. I hope you guys are not angry with me. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's I forgot. I won't lie, I forgot. The Osimhen interview is 9 minutes and 33 seconds. Is already up and running. And he said some beautiful things to me that I like. And I like okay, so for me, I'm always trying something new. Like, okay, let's do something different. When I was coming on this trip, I didn't have plans to do interview and all that. So I didn't come with any equipment. I said, okay, let me go with my phone and just do what I like. And as I sat down there, like, guys, be free, just relax. And it's not a strong interview. Some of the guys don't know me, but I mean, Simon Chico doesn't know me. If you watch that one, you see where we're joking, speaking Igbo, or yabbing each other, and all that. That's because that's your friend, And then there is the Osimhen. Obviously, Osimhen is my boy, my son. So we had I think the best interview. I like to interview Osimhen because it feels very relaxed with me. It feels like I'm talking to my elder brother, right? My elder brother has got me. It doesn't feel all that fancy, like, this journalist on the fine with you, they go use against me, kind of like, and it's always like that. I also think I love the coach. Okay, so I've now interviewed the coach a couple of times. I like his energy. The guy seems to be very happy to be in Nigeria. And I'm praying that we would find the money to pay his salaries, make them happy so that they don't get to the point where they are angry. I remember when Genotro first started, he was happy, and then he started getting angry. I'm talking about Genotro. He's invited me to come to Benin Republic in one of the times, but I don't speak French. Now, I realize that I have missed a big opportunity in my life. Imagine I speak French. I'll go to that place, I'll be speaking French. Coach, give me access to his players. It's my guy now, my guy that I've never met. That man stayed in Nigeria for 5 years, and I didn't meet him. And I'm the guy that interviewed him the most. I'm the guy that, like, our WhatsApp chat is so long because the man can be engaging, but I've never met him. Thank God. That's not gonna happen. You're a funny human being. But hey, it's my life. Sometimes you have to rule in line because at the time things were kind of like precarious. I don't want anybody catching me with the coach because people were already accusing me that I definitely help the coach select players. That I definitely influence this. People, even footballers and their agent were sending me message. Can you help me get your player to the national team? If they not start seeing me hanging around the coach, oh, that rumor would not take a life of its own. So I have to find the discipline. I think there was one moment that I eventually asked him to forgive me anyway. I was at the co-hotel. The coach knew I was at the co-hotel. Okay? Because he sees my WhatsApp status. And then he asked me if I'm at the hotel. I said, yes, I'm a guest here. I'm staying here for a week. He said, okay, let's have dinner at the rooftop restaurant. And that was the wing that I was on. He said, okay, it's coming. Let's have dinner at the rooftop restaurant. I said, okay, I'll talk to you later. When he was there, I was in my room. I was in my room. I was even with Ogana carry a table. We're just talking. And he called, Matthew, where are you? I said, Coach, I went out. And the table looked at me like, what? Because it was on speaker. I was like, I went out. I went to go see some friends. He said, oh, I'm at the rooftop restaurants. I thought we would have dinner together. I said, Coach, some other time. Because I knew that if the coach goes up there, climb the leave, there are journalists that will go with him. I go up and I'm having dinner. You know the intimacy you would have to have with people for them to sit with you and you're having dinner together. People snap those pictures with their phone, do video, they post it. The interpretation will be different. People will interpret it differently. And like I told Amaju one time that, look, I wasn't avoiding the coach. I was just trying to respect people like you. People link it and say, oh, Amaju, this guy and Amaju friend. Amaju, they say worry boy. So maybe you have influence over the coach. They're the ones deciding who plays and who don't play. And most times, how many times will you be able to deny such stories? So you just stay back and do your thing. It's tough, but it's the kind of life that you have. You have to to protect your own integrity. You have to do things like that and be on your own safe side. And that's exactly what I did with that. Okay. Not the best, by the coach, but hey, it's not just about the coach. It's about the fact that sometimes you can have to suffer yourself so that things don't go out of hand. Let's go back to comment from different people. Okay, let me see. The lot of just say, Ozil, my guy. I love his personality. It would be called great. Okay, I think I've read that one. Olalo Bamidele said, your guy started on the back foot yesterday against Rwanda. One thing I like about him is he always qualify us for tournament. Regards to him when you meet. Okay, yes, that's true. They play the draw, and I hope that they get it going and eventually turns the team around and make them better. Rebecca William say, bros, can Nigeria host World Cup? No, absolute no. No in capital letter, not in the next 10 or 20 years. We cannot host a World Cup. A country that borrows money to fund its budget have no business bidding to host, whether to host it as a full host. Well, I mean, it's going to be hard now for anybody to host the World Cup as a full host anyway. Going forward, unless you're Saudi Arabia or Qatar want to host again, or the UAE, there are very few countries currently that can host the World Cup alone. World Cup is bigger than that right now. So as a joint host, what even make it worse for Nigeria? Nigeria is surrounded by poor countries. So there's no joint host, Nigeria, Ghana, for where they don't fit. Nigeria, Cameroon, for where they don't go fit. Nigeria, Republic, Togo, and the rest together, they're not go fit. Whose side? So The answer to that, Baker, is 100%. I see, unequivocal. No, nobody can even argue that one. Okay. Copy Skit Comedy 22. You say, good morning, sir. We really miss you yesterday because I was waiting for the show around 9 p.m. but seems you were tired. Even at 9 p.m., I was not in my hotel room. I was with my former teammate, Chike, who took me out to Work College to go and eat the best catfish that I've eaten in my life. Best grilled catfish, sauce, kwabi. You know, they say I'm lazy because I need to drink beer, I need to drink alcohol. Shikelu to need to drink alcohol. But all the other guys that were around were just guzzling. They was taking it, taking it. But we had fun anyway. It was fun. I got in here around almost 2 a.m. and I just slept. But tonight I definitely will be around. I'll try and manage my time. I leave here now after this show. I leave here. I'm going to NFF office. I'm going to go pursue the case of that John Noble's money allowances and see if I can help in any way. You know, I'm not CBN. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to pay, but I just got to put my mouth in the conversation and see what value it can add. Step money to say, we can host it one day in Jesus' name. Okay. May that Jesus' name first help on do better election. May that Jesus' name first help on make schools they work. May that Jesus' name first help make hospitals they work. May that Jesus' name first help make on our train system they work. May that Jesus' name first help make road transport system they good. Not be small railway just shower now. People 4 minutes drive from what's it called? Crown Estate to Olokola became 5 hours drive because of Port Owede for Gidon and across the whole of Lagos. Come on, stop. Nigeria cannot host the World Cup. If you like, you multiply the Jesus name by 100. Nigeria cannot host the World Cup. Copy Skit Comedy. Okay, sir. More strength to your work and grace. Thank you very much. But tonight, I definitely will be around because I'll try as much as possible to get back to the hotel pretty early and rest myself and be very sure that I am not overexerting myself. I put myself in a place where I will not be able to do the show in the night. Okay. Copy Skit Comedy said, did you watch the under-23 boys match? Did they play well, sir? I watched the game. They didn't play too well. The Guinea side were better than us, but he ended goalless. So we're 10 men at some point in the game. One player was red carded. The best player for Nigeria was red carded. So I think that maybe we'll go away because we're playing a neutral ground. We might just get the chance to qualify. I'm not writing them off yet until the game is over. Divine Tokaye say, at Rebecca, I can give you the answer for free. No, Nigeria cannot host the World Cup right now. Henry Morris say, bro, so no, they talk about the Osimhen interview. Make we go watch him. Yeah, you go watch him. Definitely. DJ Lao Foma say, good morning, Elegbete family. I like Joseph very well. He's very cool. Yes, very cool. Very cool guy, very nice and friendly guy. I like him. Okay. Divine Toke say, very true. Pesero loves Nigeria, and I love the way he is settling in Nigeria. He spent more time in Nigeria than any foreign coach. No, that's not true. Western has spent more time here than any other coach. But Frijo also has spent more time in Nigeria as well. But Frijo has been living in Nigeria for a while now, in this Abuja. Maybe you guys don't know that, right? So that's not fact. That's what you just said. It's not fact, but he loves Nigeria. With time, he would maybe spend longer time if the result goes well. Any foreign coach I have known in recent times is just everywhere. Gospel Bukamana Wari say happy birthday, Divine. Gospel Bukamana is great to you, Divine. So happy birthday to you. The same Adijala Fuma is also saying happy birthday to you, Divine. Yeah, I like you guys. Like you guys. That's nice. That's very, very nice. Good thing you're doing there, all of you. Stepmonic, he said, I like Pesero too, but I'm not happy that they say Finidi should be going. It's not Pesero that said he should be going. There's actually no money. The thing about us in this football environment that we are in, we don't seem to understand that Nigeria is broke. Like when they say Nigeria is broke, people look at it like, what is this guy saying? Come on. Because you're judging Nigeria based off of the money that politicians are stealing. That's not Nigeria. That money that they are stealing does not mean the money is in our coffers. Some people are stealing the money. So the money in the coffers does not cover all that. And if they continue like that, the truth is the NFF will crash because there's no money. And then you're putting people there, they'll be under pressure, they will never be able to pay all the money. And then one day they will not, all of them will not go to press, and then we had balls, there'll be crisis. Not everybody have the chest to handle that kind of thing. Like how much you can, okay? I said, no worry, let them work, we'll find a way to pay them, we'll run around and raise the fund. Not everybody have that chest. So you have to take up what you can take up. I was talking to I'm talking to a few journalists, and they were just like, how are you doing this YouTube thing? Because we have tried it. It don't work. It's not as easy as you're saying it. And you just go about life like it's an easy thing. And I said to them, it is not easy. I don't think anything good in life is easy. But you see, I am determined to make it work. Because the whole idea here is, there is this feeling that Nigerians cannot do certain things that people on the international stage are doing. So what I'm doing is, okay, what's that thing that they say we cannot do within the space of my influence, okay, within my own space, because I'm not going to do the things that I do not have control over or knowledge about. So I'm going to be able to do something within my space and do it well. I'm not going to go back to the old, okay, which is the alternative to this thing I'm doing? Go to an agency, lobby them, they give me some part of their budget, and I do syndicated show. So I just go record in the studio, edit it, and you spread it wide. Money comes, yeah? But isn't that what people have been doing since ancient of days? Since forever? I'm going to go back again and repeat that cycle. Why not get innovative? Why not do podcasts? Why not do football movies, documentaries, and the rest? And so that's where I put myself. It's hard. It's expensive. Even to raise the fund is crazy. It's expensive. When I do podcasts, my podcast, so we're shooting in Lagos, for instance, most of the guys that were interviewing in Abuja, you have to fly them. Our ex-internationals, some of them have specific flights that they take. They have specific kind of car that you use to pick them from the airport. You have to put them in some good hotel or good Airbnb facility accommodation. It's expensive. Some people say, no, I can't do that. But then that's what our mates are doing in the US, in the UK, other parts of Europe. What do? You try your hand in it. It's hard. YouTube, there's one person out there who will tell you that YouTube is not hard. The person is deceiving you. But the fact that something is hard, does that mean nobody should do it? I don't think so. So that's why I will keep doing it, even though they say it's hard anyway. Stepanik say, Ross spent more time in Nigeria than Pesero. Ross spent 5 years now, so let's wait. Olalo Abamidele say, Amaju had his way of balancing money issue from my perspective. He's vocal and his connections were put to use effectively. Why? He was in charge. The current board should put their strong point to use. It's not really easy. What if you don't get strong point, you go get money? If your strong point now organization, you put your organization skills to use, but money is not coming. What would you organize? You just wave your hand like this, like the leader of the orchestra, the choir, and then everything will fall in place. So sometimes, or if your skills, like the current NFF president is an accountant, right? It's a chartered accountant. Okay, your skills is in accounting. You can account for money, you can manage fund. Where there is no fund, what you go manage? You don't understand. So, the man is trying. I'm not going to be able to trash Gusso because I know the problem is dealing with. Stepmani say first class flight. Yes, so that's what, they come for. Stepmani say, Olalo Abamidele, Amaju get bar. Now, if you see his house in the Koyi, now mansion, okay, good. Let's go to YouTube and see. Mawa Polly. He said, Great what do you think Osimhen will move this season between Chelsea and United if he's to move? So let me be very honest with you. When I went to see Osimhen, when I did all my interviews, Osimhen, I told him, you are the last person I want to talk to because first off, I want to talk to you as my own younger brother. No interviews. So with Osimhen, I'm not in a rush to do an interview because if I need information from him, he will not hold it. He would, bro, see what he do, see what is allowed to be spoken about, see what is not allowed. So when we finished, I was sat down, I was like, okay, all cameras off. My boys, my guys that went with me. Sorry, God, I use the word my boys. No, my guys that went with me. I told them no cameras, and then I begged the other journalists that I ran because the way the thing work is, if anybody is doing an interview, another person just carry their camera. It's not professional anyway because I don't do that. When you're doing your interview, it's your own. I give you your space, and most people do it. I'm doing my own interview. It's my own time, and then you see people carry their cameras like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But hey, so I said, guy, let's talk. But guys, please put off your camera. This is not for broadcast purpose. This is brother to brother conversation. Can you guys give us some space? They still didn't give us space anyway. So, but we started talking. I was like, they are in a very critical place in the season. They are in the Champions League. The title is all but won, just a few games away. And I said, can we talk transfer? Like, what are the things you don't want to talk about right now? And he said to me that, look, everybody that's as interviewed him want to talk about transfer. So the reason he will not talk about transfer right now is they're still having one hope that they will win the Champions League. Now, if he goes out there and be talking about transfer, it'll be like disrespect to his teammates. Like, oh, we're here battling to win the Champions League together. We're winning the league together. The fans are adoring you. It's a matter of fact, in this stadium, now your name that they sing past. They don't sing our name. And you go out there going to tell people that you want to leave the club. Like, we are offending you or we're doing wrong to you. So it doesn't really make sense. And I told him that is true. So we can't talk about transfer, what club you're going, what club you're not going. What we can do, what I can do as a journalist, and this is not coming from Victor Osimhen, I can speculate, okay? I can infer, okay? And say things like, I think he should go to Manchester United or go to Chelsea, go to Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain and all that. But this is what I know. I'll beat my chest and say this. Victor, don't tell me, but I'll beat my chest and say this. The thing that will determine where Victor go next season, if at all say go move, now rubber. Now money. Victor Osimhen has put up a performance that means Aurelio De Laurentiis have hit a jackpot. He gambled in 2000. He bought a player that people said was not worth the price. And now that gamble have paid up. Like it is time to cash in on that gamble. If anybody wants him, Aurelio De Laurentiis is in a magisterial place right now. He's in his royal space right now. And then, again, let me add this. For the very first time in my life, I met Kule Shoname yesterday. And I know it's going to be surprising to a lot of people. When I said it, when people are like, oh, it have people are meeting for the very first time. I say, yes, I'm meeting for the first time. But you do a lot of work for his team. You do a lot of things for his team. I say, yes, that's the way it is. I'm doing my job. I don't need to go and see Kule Shoname every day. It's not eye service. It's my job. It's what I love. When I do an interview about Osimhen, I don't go and see Aurelio De Laurentiis. Or when we talk about Messi and Ronaldo, we don't go to see the club president and the rest of them. It is what it is. So I've not met him. We was surprised, like, I've known you for almost 20 years now. I've been hearing your voice on radio. Was see for the very first time. I've called you. I've spoken to you many times. I said, yes, sir. And it took me out for lunch. There are some good things that come with doing this job. Oh. You just see one billionaire hugging you, introducing you to his friend. Hey, this is Thiago, my manager. This is this person. This is one of the best. When people like Kule Shoname say, one of the best content creators around sports in Nigeria, one of the most vocal voice of sports in Nigeria, one man who's doing a great thing and who's going somewhere to happen. Is he talking about me or there's somebody out there that's talking about? And he thanked me for what I did with Ebenezer, the video and all the content, and I felt good about it. Let's be very honest. Not everything is tied to money. I felt good about it. Okay, good. And then he talked about my production of the league, all of those things. So I felt good about it. And then we talked about his coach, Coach Olumide, who I think is the best coach in Nigeria right now. The best Nigerian coach right now, it will be 33 in a few days' time, and I love the guy so much, right? So all of those things are very, very important. So like I was saying about Osimhen, I think Aurelio De Laurentiis gambled, and the gamble is about to pay off, and there's nobody that is going to stop the man. So what will determine where Osimhen go is money. Nobody is going to blackmail or emotionally drag Osimhen from them. Money on two fronts. The money that a club will be willing to pay Osimhen a salary, then the money that a club will be willing to pay as transfer fee. Just the same way Arsenal was emotionally attached to Mikhailo Modric, and Mikhailo Modric was also emotionally and socially attached to Arsenal. But eventually, he's a Chelsea player. Whether it's flopping or it's not flopping, it is money that determines where he goes. And so that's what will happen in the summer. If that money doesn't show up and the person who's coming is not coming with a bag full of it, oh, that better go hard. But the good part is that Manchester United just are about to hit the jackpot. If the Qatari guys buy Manchester United, then there is going to be payday. And if what's it called? If the dream of the coach is to get Victor Osimhen, if that's what he wants, he definitely will get Victor Osimhen. Because the plan, according to Manchester United Forever, the Qatari group, this is the explanation of their offer. 5.8 billion euros for 100% control of Manchester United Football Club. They don't share. They don't, co-own. They want to own it themselves so that they take decisions and it's theirs. Okay, 1.5 billion euro for the renovation of the stadium. Old Trafford will become New Trafford. Old things are passed away, old things have become new. And also the training center and the area around Old Trafford. 2 billion euros. God, my mother, where were you? And why you don't play go Arab, go Qatar, maybe you born me there as an only child to one of these people? I'll not be here now shouting on YouTube, begging people to subscribe. People just find me to want to know me. 2 billion euro invested in transfer and recruiting the best staff. Listen, the best staff for the team in the next 3 seasons, and all debt write-off. Man United are coming. It seems like I not agree with people who say they use juju. So in 2013, I predicted that Man United will go 10 years without winning the league title. But after that, the club would have its resurgence. This is the 10th year of that prediction. This is the 10th year. And now these kind of things are happening. Imagine 5 years into my prediction, now those people decide to come invest on the club. Hey, God, my United fans will kill me with insult, Sha. God, thank you for loving me that much. Thank you for loving me that much. That's all I can say for now. Okay, let me go to Instagram and see. Olalo Abamidele, he said, I want some clarification first. During CSA, the under-23 qualifications was majorly prosecuted by home-based players. What changed? Coaches change. CSA have the heart that some coaches don't have. Creator Ideally, he said, now better money where they raise dead dick. Napoli go collect. Oh boy. Napoli are going to hammer, are going to collect money. Ladamboso has a very sound track record at age grade. However, judging by his team's performance, this last seem not exclusively is. What is your view on team selection generally in Nigeria? The team are selected by the coaches. There is not a coach right now that have anybody force a player on them. I can say that categorically because I've taken time to investigate, spoken to almost everybody that is involved. There's nobody fostering any player on any coach. However, Nigerian footballers are criminally doing something that is bad. So a player have 3 different passports with 3 different age, comes to the camp with 1 passport that fall into the age grade, and we must talk about it, that fall into the age category that this team is preparing for. And the coach is building the team around them. Now, it happened to Ladamoso. 23 players were removed a week to the tournament. And he's preparing. And then, people start sending you a message as a coach. Coach, this player got multiple passports too. This player went to this tournament this time. This player did this one this time. And these are not information that are readily available. And then you start dropping these players. And then you now need to bring in new players after you have invested your energy, your methodology, your system, your coaching, your tactics, and everything on criminally minded, greedy, freaking players. So that's what's happened with almost everything. It's also the reason why most of the coaches are not saying, let's go and bring players from the abroad whose passports cannot be manipulated. So that's one of the new problems, the new 419 that own Nigerian-based players are using, and is affecting the coaches. Sessa is a different guy. Sessa have a big network. Okay, that's why people think, oh, he makes money, he doesn't have money. No, Sessa pay people to do a lot for him. I beg people to do a lot for him. Not every coach have that kind of capacity. Just like what was saying, when Amaji was here, he used his connection to raise money, to do this, to do that, pay, get everybody going. Now this one is here. He's a good person, but does not have that kind of network. What does he do? He do what is within his means. So that's the problem. Not like they are forcing players on anybody like a lot of people want to think. Nothing like that. Okay. Christian Dale say if Napoli wins a double of league and Champions League, that money will be a record transfer fee. I did tell you. And then Osimhen goes on to score like in every round now, going to the final, scores the winning goal in the finals. The Ogri. Now let Arab people go bring that money. Oh. That kind of money when they pay Cristiano Ronaldo, now they're going to talk about too. That name and money will shake everybody. We cause it quick. It could be joke. Because when they talk 250 million. But let's keep our fingers crossed, Sha. Lalo Abamidele say 100%. Okay. May not allow the UK conservatives to sell to the Qatar guys. Why? Now UK conservative get the club. The Glazer will they buy and not be 100% they get them. Chelsea, the owner, not be 100% they get them. All the other clubs now 100% they get them. So why waiting concern UK conservative for the matter? Oh, but leave UK and their conservative. I mean, I like a conservation center. You won't talk. I don't know. The other one you say Nigeria cannot host the World Cup except under 17. Even right now, we cannot host under 17. We don't get stadium for Nigeria. You don't think that we don't have a single stadium in Nigeria that is good. There's no facility working. There's no, we're not fit. We're not under 17 right now. We're not fit. We can't host under 17 right now. What's it called? The Lara said, please, maybe I missed it. I have been meaning to ask you, what's up with Benedict? Not heard from him in a while. Benedict is preparing for exam. He needs to focus. And so we ask him to go prepare for his exam. He needs to go to the university. That's the reason why. Odile Rebeleko say, you won't buy YouTube numbers. No, when not be IG and YouTube hard. No, but YouTube is hard though. YouTube, whoa. JMV is just giving us 10 pounds. 10 pounds, 9 pounds 99. Thank you so much. Hey Jesus, if I get like 10,000 of JMV by now, I don't buy a Ferrari. I could not buy a house, dash somebody. Get one woman where they do they sell a car and they train children go to school. And I will do. I will not change that my life for. Right. Thank you very much, JMV. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. This means a whole lot to me. Okay? Thank you so much. Lord Mayor, say, boss, I just come. They don't finally buy Mayu. No, they've not. So there's a story that the bid, yesterday, 9 p.m. yesterday was supposed to be the deadline for the bid. But the two bid from Qatar and Jim Radcliffe did not go through. I don't know why, what happened. It's like the transfer of Hakim Ziyech, computer glitch and all that. But I mean, they're still on ground. We'll see what goes on at the end of the day. Maybe Glazers don't even want to sell. I don't know. But let's see. But everybody, please help me thank JMV, okay, for supporting us with £9.99. God will bless you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Not my right. It's a privilege. I feel really emotional right now. It's big and it's great. Thank you so much. Divine Toke say, when is Siawon coming back? I didn't miss him. I was supposed to see him yesterday, but I couldn't. His phone was ringing. He didn't pick. Maybe it was busy or something. Last time I saw him was when we shot my podcast last December in Lagos. And he came in the day his father died. Sasa is my guy. Like, he's my guy. That guy's got me, and I've got mad respect for him, right? Lord Mayor say, my favorite Ozil moment is Arsenal versus Lugo 3-2 when he dribbled 4 players, including goalie. Is it Lugo or Ludo Grit? Rebecca William Bros, why can't the government sold National Stadium to private individual? Name 1, 2, or 3 private individuals that can buy the national stadium and then can use it. What's the business proposition of the stadium to a private individual? Who the Nigeria where you know say go fit buy the stadium? See, Nigeria not be a rich country. More than they think say we get rich people. We don't get rich people. We only have political thieves. A lot of people don't work hard, make money. We don't get them for Nigeria plenty. Let's be very honest. Nigeria fell into this political sleep hold for a very long time. There are not too many private people who don't make better money. We go fit carry that kind of money, buy stadium, then turn them into the facility we want them to be. That's actually the reason why Nigeria is broke, Nigeria is poor. Because everything is tied to government. Everybody who's making money, even the ones you respect today, the ones where, I don't want to mention them, the ones where you respect, when they say they be billionaire, all their money came from government. Government contract, overinflated government contract, using backdoor to benefit from illegal businesses with government. That's how they make money. You don't have Nigerian billionaires say, this guy. How many Nigerians? You see people abroad, Grant, Condon, Stern, all these people that write book, tell you, explain how they make their money, their business, where they started from, how many years, maybe start from their grandfather, then them, then they can't come in, innovate, all the KFC, all those people. Them Nigerian businessmen, where if you write book, may they talk the truth. If thought they not go fire, if thought they not go kill them. You don't understand? So to buy stadium. Now to get what you want to use the stadium do. When you get your money through thief way, through criminal way, you want to go buy stadium, buy it for where, Rebecca? Only matter 10 o'clock don't reach. Everybody say, well done at JFV. Very soon, be safe. Go to drop something. Thank you very much. Mawa Polly said, I totally agree with you, but no matter how much scrutiny Amaju Pini Commander, his connections and network will be missed. Antony Betty, he said, please, boss, is Osime in the camp? Go check the interview that I just uploaded, and then you will confirm. Mawa Polly, he said, your content is amazing. You deserve 1 million views. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. And this is where I'll draw the curtain on the show. I promise you guys, I will not overstress myself. So there are a lot of people that I know that lives in Abuja. Some are already angry that, oh, you come Abuja, you don't come see me, you don't hang out. I'm not the hangout type. Because there's this conversation that people always have when you go to a bar. They take you out. Say, you don't drink alcohol. You be lazy man. You be woman. You be your wife. I don't like people talking to me like that. So I always stay away from hanging out. And almost everybody, I don't know when they say that drinking alcohol now is what makes you powerful. And I've seen, people having kidney, liver problem who drink alcohol, but they think if you don't drink it, a problem. So I like staying in my space. That's why I always travel with book. My book, my speaker, this speaker, I spent 150K to buy. So I listen to music, I watch Netflix, I stay in my room. They say if you stay your own, they get into trouble, then they call you as witness for matter where it happened. So this is why I don't continue on the show, but definitely I'll be here in the evening by 5 p.m. Thank you so much, everybody, especially JMV, for the support you give us. Not be our right to no, you don't see the reason why we are friends. I don't drink alcohol too. Not be our right. We don't work money for you, but it is out of love to say, I want to help this guy move a step forward. God will also provide people to help you move and fly wherever you want to go. In Jesus' name. Thank you very much. My name once again is Indafe Mathias. I think I'm loving this life of a YouTuber now. There was a time I was depressed, I was frustrated, I wanted to quit. Dali reached out to me one day and said, bros, don't quit. It is hard, but if you fail, if you quit, a lot of young people who are looking up to start will say, if Indafe can fail, why should I go on? So that's another reason why I love Dali. And I love him again because he's the best writer right now in Nigeria. If you go to Facebook, look for Ediale Kingsley. Ediale Kingsley spelled Ediale Kingsley. And read all the articles, all the write-up. These are articles. No, they're not articles. They are some poetic, beautifully well-crafted word put together. It's like book soup. Like book. Another book. Bye-bye. Amino acid don't enter my brain. Bye bye. JMV say thanks for always being honest and giving us an insight on how Nigerian football works. Thank you very much. Ugochukwu Wanchinemelu, my best chauffeur every time I come to Abuja. Thank you very much, Stanley, for being a great guy to me. I will miss you when you eventually leave Nigeria. Michael Eleta, I say, two people are notoriously difficult to negotiate with: Aurelio De Laurentiis and Daniel Levy. Okay, they make out as much as possible from whoever wants to get their players. You are absolutely correct. And this time, Aurelio De Laurentiis is in the position of power. God bless you guys. Let's do this again 9 p.m. tonight. And thank you once again, JMV, for the support, and for every other person who joined us. Antony BT said thanks for always making my day. God bless you, and God bless you too. Once again, my name is Edafi Manchester. You love to comment in the bottom of the sports. Bye bye, and have a wonderful day.